Okay, everyone, I'm back with part 2 of my Sonic 198 review. Now, as I said, as we just left off, Dimitri has informed Snivy that he knows of his little love affair with Regina, the Iron Queen, but Snivy counteracts by saying, why bother tattling on me, or telling on me about about what I'm doing, when we could both benefit from her arrival. Now, at the same time this is happening, Eggman is still firing on the Freedom Fighters and the Chaotix and some of the Legion. Hopefully they got out of, and maybe they got out of range, who knows. Who knows? And Sally is asking Tails and Knuckles, if they got any ideas. Knuckles is like, well, mine only involves getting close to that thing, but we can't, so no. Tails is like, why not, try using the neutralizing bombs again? Why not using those again? And Knuckles was like, well, wait a minute. Then if we use those, we could take it out. And Tails is like, I think so, but they'd have to be on that thing to pack enough punch. In other words, Tails is saying the only way we could take out the Phoenix is to put the mines or put the bombs and the mines onto the Phoenix. And Knuckles was like, well then what? We're back at the same problem. We're back at square one. You know. And then Sally says, well, wait a minute, I've got it. And she tells Knuckles to find Vector, Tails to find Bunny, because she's got a plan now. And she tells him that plan. And the plan goes right into action. And Sonic says, this is my most favorite plan ever. And he tells Eggman, hey, Eggman, nice power detectors. But your egg sparkler hasn't hit him yet. In other words, he's telling Eggman, oh yeah, you got a nice new vehicle and weapon there, but your main target, which is me, you haven't even gotten to yet. You're just firing all over the place like you don't give a damn. And then, finally Eggman starts to fire onto Sonic. Sonic jumps out of the way, laughing and going, yow, haha. Basically saying, I've got his attention now. And as Sonic's approaching Vector, he says, okay, toss and get clear. In other words, he's telling, I guess, Vector to toss him. He does that. Here comes Knuckles to toss him again. And Sonic's saying while he's being tossed, this is the most fun I've ever had since the invasion. And he's saying, you're hopeless. And I guess the invasion he's talking about is in Knuckles I don't know what issue it is. 193, I think. That's what it says. And after Knuckles tosses him, he gets tossed up to Tails. Tails tosses him up to Bunny. Tails is telling him good luck. Tails is like, good throw, bud. And as he's been thrown up by Tails, like I said, Bunny grabs him and says, here he comes, Sugar Hog. Tosses him. Sonic's like almost there. And, well, you get the idea if you've read the comic already. And while he's up there now, eye level with Eggman, he said, I've flown the tornado a fair bit, Eggman, and I should warn you about flying straight up, Doc. In other words, he's telling the doctor that if you fly straight up, you're not going to make it, and you're going to come crashing down. And that's exactly what happens. Eggman is basically so determined to get his hands on Sonic, doesn't realize he's flying upwards, and he's risking himself stalling out, and that's exactly how it happens. Happens. Eggman ends up stalling out and crashing to the ground. And I think Sonic's saying, dude, I thought you were supposed to be a genius. And Eggman's saying, no, don't you dare mark me, I'll burn you all alive, all of you. And then here's Safana, I guess her name is, telling Charmy to do it quick, just do it quickly, honey. Because Ray and Charmy and now Safana are planting the mines that Tails was mentioning. Because Ray is mentioning the fires are out. Here's our chance. Charmy's like, it's like planting flowers. And Safana's like, just do it quickly, honey. And that's exactly what they do. They stop planting the mines onto the Phoenix. Ray and Charmy grabs Sonic. He says, nice work, guys. Now let's get the hell out of here. Well, he doesn't say hell. He just says, let's get the heck out of here. Just says, let's get out of here. And Sally informs Tails he's coming around. And Tails has to tell her, hey, the mines have a limited range. We have to wait until he's close enough. And just as he's close enough, Sally's saying, Tails! You know, she's yelling, and Tails is almost. And then, boom! He ignites it. He detonates the mines. Eggman's like, no, this can't be happening. Not again. This can't be. And boom, he ends up crashing into the rocks, if you will. He's angry, and Eggman's all angry. He said, no, it's impossible. I won't. How? No. Ah. You know, he can't stand the fact that he's just lost. That his most ultimate weapon is just crashed and burned. So he ejects out an egg pod, and by doing so blows up what's left of the Phoenix. Basically retreating because his plan is backfired. Amy comes up to Sonic asking he's okay, and he says, oh yeah, just medium rare, you know, I'm fine. Rhoda driving up in the Jeep says, all clear. She says, yes, you could park it over here, and we'll upload the shield generator. Sonic asks, what's that? You know, like, what's going on? And Sally says, yes, that's it. Well, Sonic basically asks, I think he was asking her, what, that's it? She says, yes, that's it. We made it to the Egg Dome perimeter, driven back the Legion, and survived one of Robotnik's killer machines. And Sonic's like, I suppose that makes for a full day's work, you know, for you people. Basically, he's kind of joking around, like, yeah, you know, doing all that's probably good enough for you guys for a day, but me, you know, I like to keep going, you know what I'm saying? Kind of deal. And Sally's like, honestly, go get him set up for the night. And Sonic's like, sure. You know, I'd say what this is hinting at, but no one would believe me. No one. So basically, Rhoda and Mighty set up the shield generator, which is basically like a force field to keep them protected, where they camp overnight. You know, Sonic notices Tails sitting down, curled up, and he asks, nervous? And, you know, Tails is like, yeah, you know, and Tails basically says, yeah, this is it. You know, tomorrow it's all over. No matter what happens. Basically, no matter what takes place, it'll be over one way or another. And Sonic's like, yeah, you know, it's about time, dude. But and he tells him, don't worry, little bro. We've saved the day 100 times. We'll get it right this time, too. Basically, Sonic is informing him, don't worry about it. Don't be nervous. We're going to win. And no matter what happens, no matter what takes place, we are going to come out on top, and we will end this once and for all. Anyway, what happens is Eggman returns back to the Egg Dome. You know, Snively, you know, they ask if he's alright. Robotnik tells them to shut up and gather around up the Dark Alliance, or Legion. And that because they have work to do tomorrow, because tomorrow is, you know, the final battles. You know, this is it. And Snively and Dimitri is like, yes, it certainly is going to be, certainly will be the last straw. You'll be the final straw. In other words, tomorrow will be the last time, in Snively's mind, they have to deal with Eggman ever again. And that's all I could say about 198. I think it was a pretty good issue. It's definitely a good lead-in for this, like I said, three-parter, which is going to end in 200. I really enjoyed it. Now you might ask yourself, how did I get my hands on 198 already? Well, like I said, I have my ways, my sources. Some of you probably know what those sources and ways are. But anyway, that's all I could say about 198. I give it about an 8.5 out of 10 because it's that good. It's a good lead-in to for the next two issues, and that's all I could say. Until next time, I'm Brian saying God bless, take care, and I'll be back soon with my opinions on the Sonic the Hedgehog comic book.